get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And today, man, yeah, we do something a little different. We're gonna talk a little bit about another function. It was nice that I saw on the college game, or another feature. It's called the custom stem. And man, that's gonna be a dude. That's gonna be, man, yeah. And the reason why I think that's important is because it's something that I've always had an issue with on this Madden and previous generations or whatever. And it's like creating vertical space. And so I think because of the view that we look at, well, most of us look at the game, except for you weird blimp guys. But the view that most of us look on the game, which is the view you see on your screen, it's kind of hard to judge vertical space, meaning a lot of times you'll try to throw the ball and the underneath defender will get to it, or the guy, over the top will get to it. And it's you have to have little tricks of the trade and stuff like you just saw right there, being able to motion a little bit. And the timing that on this current game, the timing that the routes arrive are important, in creating vertical space. But with the custom stem, I mean, actually being able to set the yardage. And my first question is, will it be all routes? Will it just be like stationary routes such as comebacks, curls, ins, outs, those type of routes, those type of routes? Or will it extend to, even the hot routes that everybody will have? I can tell y'all which route is already going to be a monster. The short cross is probably going to be one of the most annoying routes on the game. I almost assure you, if it's anywhere close to where I think it's going to be, man, that's going to be crazy. But on this game, we have to kind of stretch the field in certain manners, like a streak and a fade, something that'll pull like the deep blue defender off and then, run a guy out to the fade behind him or something like that. But I mean, it really just being able to set a certain amount of yardage for certain routes or it just even on that play, man, I forgot about that clip. Is crazy to me. Like, yeah, this is gonna be like the curl routes, because to me, I'm a big guy. I'm a big proponent on curl routes. Like, I like to run curl routes, especially against man-to-man. I feel like I've said it before. You running man-to-man, and I run a curl route. Yeah, it's gonna be impossible to guard. And to a degree, to a point where, I've converted some crazy plays, like turning a curl route into like a 25-yard curl route, because of the smart route feature. And so to me, I just wonder how it's gonna affect, or will it be like the smart route? Watch curl route right here. Will it be like the smart route? Will it only be affected, will it only be effective on certain routes, or certain routes you can't do it, or whatever the case may be? But just trying to find that little space in between down the field, that's where the real quarterbacking comes in. Because, man, if you can have that kind of touch, to be able to put the ball in the spot that you need to put it in. I don't know how effective the knockouts are, or will they be crazy like they are on this game, where they basically like hunting knockouts at this point. And so just how crazy will that be? And also, I mean, and to another degree, I'm wondering, like, defensively, because I haven't jumped all into everything that was said, or all the publications and stuff that have been put out. But defensively, will that change your defensive zone adjustments? Meaning, will there be custom yardage for the defensive zone adjustments? Will it carry over to that? Because I think that would be pretty interesting, if the offense and the defense was able to, customize their, whatever their intermediate kind of zones, if I want to put it at 17 yards, I'm going to put it at 17 yards, because a lot of these routes, what's crazy is like, even when we smart route, a lot of this stuff is like an anomaly. Well, not what am I trying to say? It's an illusion. Excuse me, I said anomaly. I'm tripping. It's an illusion, because you'll see the route get shorter. Let's say if I have like a post route or something, you'll see the route shorten up. But actually, if you go back and watch the replay on most of the plays, the guy still breaks at the same amount of yardage. It's most of the time, it's a little bit deeper into the route where you see the difference in the actual leverage. Do they flatten out a little bit more? And because I used to think that I'm like, okay, I'm looking exactly where the route is supposed to break, and so that's where I'm trying to throw the ball, right? As the guy goes into the break. And I started noticing, I'm like, okay, even when I smart route it, he still breaks at the same spot, on some post routes. Now, I'm not going to say every single route, but yeah, on a lot of these routes, like if you really do that, if you smart route it and the route shortens up, like, all right, let me see. It's like, so like if you run it normal or something like that, the route is it's gonna take a more up the field kind of turn for this is just for this particular post route, right? So watch where he breaks. He's gonna break, slightly behind, maybe at the 17, something like that, slightly behind 20-yard line, but he goes right kind of into the safety, and I have to shield the safety off. However, if you smart route it and you make it a shorter route where he's supposed to break in front of the 20, see, he still does the same thing, but he breaks at a more sharp angle as the route continues to go up the field. So that's just a little food for thought for a lot of people. If you're like me and trying to throw the ball in and out of the breaks, and you think that guy is actually breaking, right where the play art says he's breaking, he's not. No, he's not. But like I said, it's not all bad. And a lot of now, don't get me wrong, a lot of it will have to do with the other route that's in the area. You know what I mean? But okay. So to my point is, okay, will I be able to take a streak and stop that streak at about 27 yards? Yeah. See, that's the kind of stuff I want to do. But okay, even if that's not possible, just to be able to, to some degree, have the receivers, in a position to make a break somewhere around there, and I can throw them into the position that I need to get them open. I'm with that too. I don't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like both of these plays, that's a streak, but you see right there, the safety kind of bumped him off or whatever. But pause. And because of that, my guess is that's why I threw it a little bit later. But you still, the bottom line is we're still trying to cut the route down to a certain degree, even when we click on to the guy. Anyway, man, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's your boy, Coach. I'm out.